Hello and welcome. There we go, the game is there. And we are live with Endpoint versus Nordavind. A couple of matchups today. First it is Nordavind, the Norwegian side. And next up we do have Endpoint coming against Team Singularity, the Danish side. So a couple of good matches that might be bestowing us for this evening, as Endpoint currently sits second in the MDL League. There is a bit of a ooh and ah about the amount of matches played between different teams. Endpoint have played 14, while Nordavind have only played 12 and currently sit in 7th. So both these teams will be hoping for the win here, just to try and cement their place in the playoffs. Endpoint looking pretty solid already, but Nordavind a little bit on the edge. Might want to just find a big win here to try and secure things. But Harry, the opening kill does go Nordavind's way. Crucial trades that went out as Endpoint actually attacked the A site, which only has Harry in that defensive position towards long. The Endpoint side will have that A site all to themselves. Nordavind gonna have to retake this one 4-on-4. They have a kit for Croman. Couple of smokes, a flashbang that is going to be used by HS, and a nade on him as well. As one smoke gets used to try and block off the pit, they actually both are as well. And that gives a nice smoke veil for Nordavind to try and push forward. Nato Safix with one. Thomas though answering back on the site with two of his own. Nato Safix going to push forward, continues to find more. Mighty Max eventually shuts him down, leaving just Tensky 1 versus 2, and he's looking for the shots. Can't find Mighty Max just yet, and Crucial over the smoke gets the kill. So Endpoint getting themselves a nice pistol around there. The stack towards B not quite working out for the Nordavind side. Maybe if Harry had found an extra kill before going down, could have turned the tide, but one wasn't going to be enough on that retake, as it turns out. Nordavind actually going to go for a pretty nice force buy here. A couple of UMPs coming out, a couple of MP9s. And that single Deagle for Tensky. Well, Endpoint, they've got a few Mac 10s with Thomas and Crucial on the AK-47s. Endpoint should be able to take this one, but this force buy from the Nordavind side might be able to do a decent chunk of damage here. Might even be able to take the round if they are lucky, but they do have to play their cards right for that one to come knocking on their door. And it looks like Endpoint maybe looking at this B site execute with Croman finding the initial kill. Surreal does fall over in the apartments. That's one player going down for Endpoint already, and now they hit in towards the B site. Will come through. Thomas with one dinks his teammate to find the kill on towards Harry, but does get it. Mighty Max and Thomas both survive with a combined 9 HP between the two of them, but the advantage here for Endpoint as the bomb does go down in a 4-on-3. Nordavind just going to save these pistols. Well, as I say, these pistols, there's now only one pistol to save, but there's also a Mac 10 on that player now. Tensky picks up Surreal's weapon. The 2 UMPs going to get saved as well, so Nordavind going to try and use those in the next round, try and pick up some more damage. One kill here isn't going to be great. But hopefully, well, hopefully for Endpoint at least, they'll be able to deal with this next round. Should be slightly easier than this one. Less fully weapons to worry about. Tensky is going to drop that Deagle over surely to one of these teammates. He does go to Harry. May as well when Tensky's got that Mac 10 in his hands as well. Let's see now if Nordavind can find a bit more damage here. Try and limit Endpoint, who will be wanting to try and boost their economy early on here. Having another round with 4 or 5 players surviving will be a nice little bonus. Will mean less weapons needing to be brought up. HS going aggressive, going to catch Surreal again, but Robin spamming from the bridge through that wall does actually catch the trade. HS gets dropped. Croman's very low as well, but Croman is going to be looking for the SMG that was dropped, but I mean, he already has a UMP. It's not going to be a huge beneficiary to him. Now as Endpoint push forward, 4 players over in Banana. They're going to be walking in towards this stack towards B. 3 players to deal with, but it's 2 pistols and the Mac 10 for Tensky. And Croman so close now to these the rear end of these Endpoint players. If he catches the timing right, might be able to catch one of these players, but as they push forward, it's maybe not going to work out for him. He can maybe just hope for the fast flank, but it's not working out at all for the Nordavind. It's Mighty Max with 2 on the entry there, and Croman now coming in late, can't find the shots. He's just going to back away. 3 HP, sorry, 4 HP. Going to save the UMP into that next round. Not the most powerful weapon on the CT side, but it certainly is usable, and can certainly, with the complement of the rifles, get a kill or 2. Maybe upgraded as well if one of the teammates do pick up a kill. And it does save rebuying the armor, a smoke, and a weapon in that next round. So Endpoint do secure themselves a clean 3-0, and 4 players surviving again is all nice for them. As you can see, the money's starting to build up now for them. Surreal will have to rebuy, but he gets that in nicely. The rest of the team, cash starting to overflow a little bit. 5k for Thomas, 6.5k for Mighty Max, so those are the 2 highest players. Crucial's just under 5k. A lot of damage being done early on, and it's going to result in the kill for Harry. Taken down 1, but traded back from the nade from Robin. Robin just keeps getting these trades by accident. Well, not by accident, but by fortune, I guess you could say. Keep Endpoint in the game in the round, 4-on-4. All 4 of them going to be pushing through the banana position to try and just secure that portion of the map. Make sure Nordavind aren't going to be playing any little dirty tricks over in this location. And with that secure, the Arda's going to pull back a little bit. Not wanting to commit too much to this portion of the map too early in the round. There is still a minute left on the clock, and that's a minute to play with. Over towards A. Yeah, I've got Croman and Tensky wielding those weapons over towards the pit. NATO Safix with the AWP over on B, so Endpoint are actually going to be avoiding that as they now start their approach towards the A site. Long control is theirs already, and now Surreal coming through the apartments. Can he catch one of these Nordavind players looking the wrong way? A smoke to try and give Surreal a cover from the site. But, well, Endpoint have already cleared the site out, and now Thomas clears out Chrome in the pit, and HS trying to rotate in, gets dropped as well. Tensky can't find anything as Surreal just drop down behind him and catch him just as he's trying to find a shot. He's trying to play for a big play and doesn't work out. It ends up with nothing, and Endpoint can find themselves another round here. It's going to be a 4th on the board, and Nordavind yet to score one. They will have that AWP carrying through into the next round in NATO Safix's hands. Is Thomas going to be able to survive here? Is Robin going to be able to survive here? I think they may just be okay. Yes, they are fine. And Endpoint another round with plenty of people alive. It's just Money City now for them. Surreal's even got a bit of cash. He died a lot in those first few rounds. Now has a first kill on the board as well. Tensky gets to post one for himself, but still plenty of rounds to turn things around. It's not the end of the world if you haven't got a frag at this point. Just means you've been in the wrong place at the wrong time, as some would say. Nordavind are fully buying around that AWP. Will continue in NATO Safix's hands. He has yet to be given a chance to influence a round. Croman on a UMP, a couple of FAMASes, and the AUG for Tensky. I want the Nordavind side have to work with here. Nice stack up in towards mid here from Nordavind. This crossfire is going to be brutal if Endpoint try and push this one without much cover from the utility, as they do now lay down some smokes and flashbangs to try and give them the push forward. 2 plays over towards short and 1 over on long. As now Endpoint side to push forward HS, and Tensky drop quickly, but They do find a couple kills and return the Nordavind side. Croman with the UMP trying to get himself out of there. He's now left alone as these free Endpoint players going to be crushing onto him. He's sat over in Mini Pit. He is going to get found as well by Mighty Max. A good read on the situation to determine Croman's position. A shot from Natto, but it's not enough to get the kill. Only the tag on towards Mighty Max. And now, oh, ever so close to burning him down. The Molotov spreads. Mighty Max has to change where he's planting, but he is still alive on 6 HP, and it is still going to be the advantage for the Endpoint side. Crucial, that's a bit awkward, but he finds Natto around the edge of the smoke and actually upgrades himself to the AWP, but Harry's Molotov just finished off the low HP of Mighty Max, and as he tried to push forward, the 1 versus 2 is surely not going to work out, but the opening kill, he almost had the lineup onto Crucial there to find the second, but the AWP does work out for the Endpoint side, and they secure another round, but Nordavind, that was the closest they've gotten to a round. It just falls short. Harry almost getting that 1 versus 3 in. Finds two of the kills. But it's just that crucial AWP that is a deciding factor. Now Nordavind just left on 4 Deagles. Well, 3 Deagles, a 5.7 and a MP9. As they just keep enough money in the bank for the next round buy. Get another full buy through. And yes, does a lot of damage towards Robin, but it's still going to be the AK in Robin's hands that's able to find the frag. Even with just 1 point of health remaining. Now Endpoint, they're turning their attention over towards the A site a little bit more. Sorry, the B site a little bit more as the bomb makes its way over towards Banana. Endpoint going to be looking to find another round here. That'll be the 6th already. A nice clean sweep to begin things, but Nordavind reading the situation, they're going to stack all 4 remaining players towards this B site. So Endpoint going to have a bit of their work cut out for them here to try and dismantle this stack. These pistols can be so deadly, and Robin with just 1 point of health. He's going to be going in last by the looks of things and trying to mop things up, but Thomas and Mighty Max pushing in. They're just going to mop everybody up. Harry finds 2 on the MP9, but that is all that's collected for Nordavind. Another round for the British side, and the Norwegians flounder. And they will have another buy here. The AWP coming out for Natto. We'll see if it can finally find some shots. The only kills Natto has found so far have been those 2 kills on the pistol round. Nothing yet from him elsewhere. Endpoint have won all 5 of their last MDL games. They've had quite a packed schedule so far this week, while Nordavind have won 3 out of the 5 of their last games. So Endpoint on a very nice streak here, but a nice opening kill from Harry. He keeps finding frags for this Nordavind side. Really the only player showing up right now. Does get the opening for Endpoint. And Robin down low as well. Needs to be careful as he is now one-shottable by those M4s. .50 on the clock, and Tensky over in the long cubby. Might be able to find a kill or 2 as the smoke fades here, and he will line 2 of them up, but Crucial denies him the second, finding the shot quickly on the AWP, keeps things somewhat balanced for Endpoint. Tensky had managed to find both of them. It would have been a huge lead for Nordavind. It would have been a 5-on-2, but instead it's a 4-on-3, and now Endpoint going to be trying to push on towards this A site. There's no wrap through long. Instead, it's just a push through short. And the apartments as Mighty Max gets the opening, trying to find Croman around the edge of the smoke. But instead, it's Surreal who falls. Crucial going to be watching his teammates back. But on the site, he's not able to deal with Croman. He will avow find it. Leaves himself in a 1 versus 1. Going to get that bomb. Where's Harry going to be pushing from? Crucial going to get that bomb down. But Harry's pushing. And Harry surely finds the kill as he spots out the barrel. He does. Closes out the round for Nordavind. And will eventually be a 1 on that scoreboard. Harry's looking for every little scrap of utility he can find, I think. I mean, he calls easy. But I hate to break it to you, Harry. It's 1-6, and it was almost a 1 versus 3 clutch for Crucial there. So, go easy on the easy sprays for now. Once you start bringing things back with some clean rounds, maybe you can use the easy then. Endpoint do have the economy for another buy here, and probably another one after this. Mighty Max is low, so is Surreal, but a couple drops can be made if needed. And straight through the smoke. Harry, he's got a bit of confidence now. Obviously, the easy spray gives him the ability to just run through smokes. And he will pull back with that nice advantage. Upgrades to an AK-47 as well. That is a nice pair of rump tuckers. Thank you, Auto Director. If you could please switch us at any moment, that would be absolutely delightful. I mean, as much as Natto Sapphics is a sex icon, I think that's a bit too PG for the stream. Ooh, a nice shot through the edge of the smoke. Did he even see Robin there? Either way, it's going to be another kill for the Nordavind side. An Endpoint. Now left 2-man deficit. They're going to try and push that B site, and that is where only Harry remains. But Harry has been a star so far for Nordavind. Can he find more shots? A nice Molotov going to hold back these Endpoint plays, and that's going to allow the rotations for Nordavind. A nice play there to give Harry a lot more chances. And, well, Natto Sapphics rotating in the AWP. Surely signals the end of this round with 20 seconds on the clock. Endpoint have no way of getting past that. No smoke. And they're just going to be saving. So Nordavind are going to pick themselves a nice clean round up, and maybe Harry can start using this easy spray pretty soon. Let's see if he goes for it. Oh, missed the chance, but Nordavind, a very nice round there. All 5 players staying alive, completely just suffocating Endpoint there. Didn't allow them any space. The opening frag from Harry was nice as well, through the smoke. But Endpoint do get another buy up here. It's probably their last one unless they're able to save a few weapons or get the bomb plant. I'm pretty sure they're going to try and take this round. I mean, well, take this round with at least a few players surviving. Even if they win it here with just 1 player surviving, it might it might be a very tough situation. The next one, but Crucial does open things up. HS getting a couple in return, and a triple, a beautiful sequence from him. Harry with another one leads it just up towards Robin, who will get shut down by Chrome, and a nice hold from Nordavind towards top mid, and another round with 4 players surviving there for Nordavind, and that will cause Endpoint onto that, well, to go onto that eco here. They're going to just buy down on a few players to around 2.5k. They will be able to get the buy up in the next round as the loss bonus does increase. Just a couple Deagles, a couple Tech 9s. Aggression though from Nordavind over towards alt mid, and Mighty Max eats that nade down to just under half. That's going to be the fast push towards the B site for the Endpoint side. Harry getting that Molotov down, going to try and do a little bit of damage, but the AK is going to be what finds the opening frag. Thomas does fall. Now the rest of these Endpoint players pushing forward, and a cheeky dink there from Robin's Tech 9 onto Harry. They're going to attempt that boost up over the smoke in CT, and that could net them a cheeky kill. There's a lot of damage being done towards Endpoint. The bomb eventually goes down. That's really the goal from Endpoint in this one. Natto with the AWP finding a couple quick kills. Harry helps him out with another one as well. And even just Mighty Max at the back of the site to meet his grisly end. Nordavind now finding a 4th, so a nice bounce back from them. Come on, Harry. Give us the easy spray. Come on, you know you want to. No easy spray. Obviously, the easy spray was just a good luck charm for the rest of this half. Well, the next few rounds at least. We'll see if the form continues as Harry currently 12-6, looking Pretty good so far. Endpoint with that bomb plant. Do you get another round here? Oh, okay. Well, that is an absolutely stellar opening from Surreal. I missed the first kill, I'll admit, but I didn't need to see it to believe it. That was beautiful. 3 kills for Surreal there. And that's the round surely in the back pocket of Endpoint. The aggression from Nordavind doesn't work out, and towards alt mid, they tried it last round against the Pistols. It sort of worked out, gave them a lot of space, but at Endpoint, we're playing fast towards that B site, so obviously there wasn't any contention from the Endpoint side. Croman is able to find one back. Okay, well, that was a huge set of kills. Croman, how has he found 4 there? Surreal going to try and answer back with a 4th of his own, but will he expect Nato Safix around the corner? No, he will not, and Croman, a huge performer there, finding 4 kills in the 2-on-5. That's pretty good. Endpoint trying to slow things down there, but it doesn't work out whatsoever for them. Croman's just able to pick the players off, and well, Surreal tried his best. 4 kills for him, 4 for Croman, but it's Nato Safix who's able to close out that final kill. Endpoint push forward, a nice opening kill from Mighty Max, the AWPer for Nordavind going down, as Endpoint still have that 1 round advantage. They have 5 AKs in this one, trying to find more over towards Banana. But Nordavind got to be careful not to give it to them. A minute left on the clock. There is still time for both these teams to try and work their way into this round. Endpoint going to start to head over towards this B site, but Harry close by gets one. Almost a second, can't find it as Thomas rounds the corner. Quick on the trade. Leaving Endpoint in that 4-on-3. Smoke towards CT will allow them to cross, and there's not really a rotation yet from Nordavind. They may just be trying to save at this point, as the bomb is heading its way in towards the B site and will get planted without any hassle. Nordavind are just going to be saving. I'll keep the couple rifles, the AUG as well. They have plenty of money though. Nato Safix with 12k, Croman with 6k. The rest of the team not too bad. Harry has 6k as well. But HS and Tensky, these weapons will certainly help them out. Just allows the sort of longevity of this CT economy just to last a bit longer. Nato Safix surely going to get in that AWP up. Actually, no, goes for an M4. Interestingly enough, I wonder why that decision has been made. Either not feeling good, or maybe Nordavind just going to be running a strat which is going to rely on an M4 in his hands. Thomas able to find the opening kill just through the smoke while flashed. HS falls, and that's not a good start for Nordavind in this one. Early kill graces the Endpoint side. Tensky's up, out towards long. Just gets smoked off, but he tries dropping the nade in response. There's a little bit of damage towards Crucial. Drops him down to just under 60 points of health, but Endpoint still the team with that man advantage. Endpoint with 40 seconds. They look like they want to hit this B site once more. Rotation from Nato Safix to go and join Harry in that location. It's actually going to be unneeded as Endpoint going to dart the way back over towards the A site, and now Nato starts to rotate over as well. There's a lot of noise is being made now by the Endpoint side. 20 seconds on the clock. It's Tensky and Roman who needs to defend. Roman takes a lot of damage early on. Double nades in towards Pit. He needs to be careful. He's not going to go down here. Tries to play a different position, but the defense finds a couple quick kills. Surreal finding both of the trays gives Endpoint a chance here, but the bomb needs to be planted. 5 seconds on the clock. Crucial. He's going to be getting that one down. No one to stop him as Nato Safix going to be blocked off by the smoke motor and a resmoke as well from Endpoint. Just going to make things harder for Nato. Does he wait things out? Does he push through it? Does he try and regroup with Harry, who's going to be pushing over through the apartments? Robin is going to be watching for this one over by the pit. And Nato Safix going to throw his flashbang in to try and assist him out. But actually, Harry's not going to peek that one. Just takes a little bit of a jiggle. Instead, that gives his position up. And now with his teammate going down, all attention turns to Harry, and he does fall. Endpoint to find themselves another round 8 on the board. They do follow through on that round and secure a nice lead here. At least they've got the half lead in the bag. The most Nordavind can hope to achieve is the 7. If they win out these next 2 rounds, and all back in the hands of Nato. A couple SMGs in the form of a UMP and an MP9 alongside the 2 rifles. An opening spray. It does so much damage both ways. Thomas down to 11. Crucial down to 30. Decent damage onto Nordavind as well, but not as much. That opening kill from Nato is going to be nice for the Nordavind side to try and secure this round. Crucial stuck inside the smoke as Mighty Max went aggressive, but he's going to get caught by Tensky, and all the kills coming through for Nordavind now leaves just Thomas with that 11 HP. As the Endpoint side gets split and cut apart there. Nobody's really able to support each other. And Nordavind just able to pick off the individuals. Endpoint's buy isn't going to be too good in the next round, and Thomas probably just going to want to save this rifle if he can. Crucial has 5.5k, Surreal with 6.5. Those are the only 2 players who really have all that much money. Obviously, they can get an AWP if they want. They can drop a weapon or 2 as well. So they might be alright if Thomas can save. I think they'll just have enough for a full buy. If not, I think one player is probably going to be missing a full rifle. Maybe just relegated to a Galil or an SMG. So Thomas just hung onto that rifle. Nobody pushing from Nordavind to stop in there. Quite happy just to keep their rifles into the next round. And yeah, as everything they need up. And it is absolutely everything. Pistols all being invested into. You never know when you're going to have to switch to your pistol. It's always faster than reloading, as Gaz once told us. Not seen anybody knifing any watermelons yet, though. Endpoint do have the full by themselves. 4 AKs. The AWP for Crucial. Nordavind gonna try and find a 7th rounder and a nice opening from Nato Safix to win out the AWP duel against Crucial. Gives the Norwegian side that slight advantage. Just over a minute left on the clock. It's certainly makes Endpoint have to fight for this round. Still utility from the Nordavind side, which is holding back this Endpoint attack as they really look like they want to try and push this A site. With a couple of players over towards the apartments, a couple in mid. Nordavind currently have 3 players in that location, so they're ready if the hit comes in here. And we're just under 40 seconds now. Are Endpoint going to be able to find themselves a ninth with a player disadvantage? The utility being thrown. Flashbang to try and give them a bit of access. The nade and Molotov over towards Pit does tag down HS to half HP, but as they push forward, Tensky over in the graveyard gets absolutely annihilated, as does Broman on the site, and this Ace defense just absolutely crumbles there. HS is only able to find one from the mini pit. And Endpoint roll over that site and give themselves the advantage with the bomb down. Nato and Harry left it a 2-1-3. Can they find this one? Nato with the AWP over towards Moto. Going to try pushing through the edge of the smoke, maybe. Or just wait for it to dissipate, as it does do so now. Flashbang to try and allow Harry in towards short. I think Surreal spots that one out, so they know at least where one of these players are. And Nato being taken down leaves it just up towards Harry. Now 1 versus 3, but it's going to be Surreal who finds both of the kills, and they will be Endpoint to find themselves a ninth. So a beautiful take onto that A site, just completely wrecking house on those Nordavind players. Quick kills coming through, and only HS was able to find a response, but it wasn't enough. Endpoint were able to set up quite nicely for the defense, the post-plant situation, and they do lock it down. So Nordavind just 3 rounds behind Endpoint here, as Endpoint do switch over to the defense. Well, Nordavind will now be taking their turn on the attacking side as the game is about to go live. Assume Endpoint going to be getting a kit probably for Mighty Max here. That's what usually happens. He usually goes for a kit and a bit of utility. There we go. There's the kit, and there's a bit of utility. It's almost as if I watch a lot of Endpoint games. Nato Safix will just be a bit of a... Well, Nato and Tensky actually will be the grenade mules for the Nordavind side. No P250 though, which you often see, but Inferno, a bit more of a close range map, not needed so much, as Robin does find the opening, kill Kroman to fall. The Nordavind side aren't put off by that prospect, as Harry pushes in, does get the trade on towards Robin, but Thomas at the back of the site isn't going to be accounted for. They saw one Coffins and assumes that's it, and Thomas, 2 beautiful kills there, just denies the plant as well as taking down Nato Safix, and now the rest of the Endpoint players going to be pushing in, leave just Harry, 1 versus 3. It will be Surreal to close out the round, so 10 on the board, double digits for the Endpoint side as they close out the pistol round. Thomas played that one really nicely, actually. Didn't take the early peek, allowed the Nordavind players to get baited onto the site as he found 1 kill, and then saw the other one fall back from Coffins. They assumed it was just going to be the 2 players and didn't even bother checking out the rest of the site, just assumed it was clear. So a bit of fortune for Thomas there in that regard, but still played his card right. He's got 2 kills rather than going for the bomb planter straight away. Things up. It is just pistols for Nordavind, so don't expect too much in this round from them. It's probably going to be Endpoint guaranteed an 11th. I'd be surprised if Nordavind did pick up a round here. Very, very surprised. I'd be surprised if they pick up 2 kills. I can maybe expect 1 as a possibility, but 2 or more kills is going to be a bit of a misplay from Endpoint, or just some very strong play from Nordavind. It looks like they might actually try and boost up over the smoke. It's actually going to be a run boost through the smoke. Flashbang from U-Box does give Thomas the opening kill, and now they just start to mop up these kills. The 2 players over on the B site, leaves it all up to Nato Safix with 5 points of health. The MP9 finds another one. Endpoint do clear out the Nordavind players for that 11th round. So, all done and dusted pretty quickly there for the Endpoint side. Nordavind with these 5 AK-47s are going to actually be facing Endpoint, who only have those 2 rifles, the 3 MP9s, all carried across from the previous round, and because of that, Endpoint trying to take a bit of aggression over towards the banana position, but a nice shot from Harry through the smoke does end Robin's life there. to the plate. Does so much damage there, but can't quite land those last bullets needed to find a couple kills. HS and Harry both so very low. Harry down to 13, HS on 17. Endpoint still within a chance of closing this one. As Thomas just secures this B site with a couple bits of utility. The Nordavind side are going to head over towards the A site instead, but actually Crucial has rotated over towards that B site to try and assist Thomas, but the push not going to be coming through there. Instead, Mighty Max needs to be careful. Actually, he finds an opening kill, but switching over to the AK, doesn't expect a second player so close as they just walk through the smoke, and now Surreal left in the pit needs to try and find a couple kills, but as he throws the smoke, he's not ready for Harry to already be shooting at him. Caught off on the angle there. Nordavind gonna find themselves a 7th defeat in these MP9s and the M4s from the Endpoint side. And it will just be Endpoint saving Thomas and Crucial, an M4 and a MP9. Going to be carried into that next round. They will get another full buy up. Thomas can drop one, Crucial can drop one. Mighty Max can buy, so all three of those dead players can get weapons up. I mean, I think there's still going to be an MP9 for Crucial, or maybe if he drops it over to someone else. So I don't think they'll invest in a... I don't think they can invest in an extra rifle to replace the MP9. Nordavind going to keep rolling with the 5 AK-47s here. Not looking to get up that AWP too soon. Not the easiest map to warp on. Thomas going to try pushing forwards. Has a flashbang from a teammate to assist him. That doesn't actually help him all that much. He is able to get the kill on towards Croman, but HS just a quick response as Thomas was just so low. Mighty Max going to weave a nade as well, and over towards the apartments is Nato Safix, who's good for one. They spray through the wall to try and collect onto Surreal as well, but it's Surreal with two. One through the wall. Fight back against Nato's spray does give Endpoint that advantage, a very slim advantage, as Mighty Max quite low towards that B site alone, needs to play his cards right as Nordavind start to work the way towards that site that Max resides on. And as Nordavind push, the utility does signal for the rest of these Endpoint players to be rotating over. So now on this retake, before the bomb's even been properly planted, it's already 3 players here for Endpoint. Ready to attack, and 40 seconds on the clock. Still no bomb plant for Nordavind. There's nowhere really they feel safe to do it. And as Mighty Max takes a peek, there's a smoke towards Ruins that just about lasts for long enough for HS to get that bomb plant down, but Robin spotting him going over towards New Box. That's one of the positions known now for the Endpoint side, and with the other player dispatched of, it's pretty simple for Endpoint to find themselves 12th and deny Nordavind the 8th. So Mighty Max not going for the peak with all that utility being dropped on the site. Just wait for his teammates to regroup with him, and then they push as a trio. Works out nicely. Give Endpoint that 5-round lead. We'll see if they can extend it, or whether Nordavind, with this, what looks to be a bit of a sketchy buy, can fight back. 3 AKs, an MP9. No, not an MP9, a MAC-10. Obviously not an MP9 and a UMP as well for Croman. Don't see many UMPs anymore, and that nade does, oh my god, so much damage. It's an airstrike over in Banana. Nato, Safix, and Croman both down to 40 HP. HS on 70. That's a lot of damage done early towards these Nordavind players, and that's going to soften them up a lot for Endpoint, as they have 3 players currently here. Croman takes a bit more damage as well, and that nade does finish him off. HS gets a trade though, but down to just 8 points of health, needs to be careful. And now on the boost, it's Mighty Max with 1, trying to spray through the smoke for more, as HS and Harry are both just on 7 HP. That could be a double nade, and it is from Surreal. They both get dunked, and now it's just Tensky who is able to find Crucial, but 3 more to try and pick off. It's not looking good for the Nordavind side here. Just 8 points of health. Every fight Nordavind take, it just feels like they're losing so much HP, even when they win the duels. Eventually, Surreal does catch Tensky walking into the crosshair to find Endpoint that 13th. Now a 6-round lead, which should be extended to a 7-round lead here, as Nordavind not going to be able to get the buy up. They're just going to go for some deagles, a few nades, and a couple sets of armor. Iron down to around that 2.5k mark, so that they can get that full buy in the next round. So Endpoint should be able to close this one off pretty simply, pretty easily, pretty comfortably. However you want to say it, should be Endpoint finding a 14th. I mean, Nordavind could probably find a kill or two here. The Eagles can definitely start to make things look a little bit dangerous, but anything more than that, and I think Nordavind are going to be dreaming too big. As he push forward, it is going to be crucial. He finally gets the opening kill, but Nato Safix trades one out. His teammates starting to fall around him. Leaves just 3 alive for the Nordavind side. Make it 2. Crucial finds another with the ult, but takes a bit of a wide peek, and it's HS to find 2 on a Glock, and another kill for Nato Safix on the Deagle. And now, well, the dreams start to become a reality for Nordavind. It's just Thomas 1 versus 2, and he can't pick a target, and they're both just going to peek him, and he's going to go down. Nordavind. Dream big, your parents always said. But I don't think they ever said dream the impossible. As Nordavind pick up a lovely round on the pistols there. Now Nordavind have a chance to try and work their way back into the game. Thomas with the Alligator. The XM 1014. See if that's going to be able to pick off some juicy kills. $900 a kill on that weapon. So pick up a couple on that and you've basically paid for the weapon itself. A couple MP9s and a couple Deagles to support it. While Nordavind have everything they need after the pistol round victory in the previous. Nordavind, all 5 players stacked up towards the B banana. I mean, if Endpoint pushed through A, they'd notice that obviously Nordavind have no control towards that A side of the map, but with Endpoint being so passive as they are, Nordavind are able to just play from this banana position. They do have players watching the back, so Endpoint still going to have to fight if they did push forward, but now Surreal going to rotate over to join these B defenders. That's an MP9 joining the fray. Over towards this B site, and Crucial getting boosted up on towards CT. A lot of damage from these nades as well from Nordavind. Catching a lot of these players down low. Surreal and Crucial both down to around 50 or lower. Thomas loses about a quarter of his HP. He's going to be close by. Needs to try and find an early frag. Does get it on the shotgun, looking for more. Croman completely blind, cannot fight back. Now Tensky pushing forward, needs to find Jewel that XM shotgun. He does take it down, but Crucial and Surreal finding a couple more kills. These HS are 1 versus 3. As Crucial pushes through the smoke, he's able to find that kill, but HS down low. It's now up to Robin and Mighty Max to try and deal with this low HP on HS. The final kill, and Mighty Max does get it. The flashbang from Crucial is nice. And Endpoint fire back instantly with Air Force bite. And I mean, I'm really just kind of happy because Thomas got killed with an XM and I love the weapon. So I'm a fan of all those less bored up weapons. Give me a XM, give me a Mag 7, give me some dual Berettas, give me, like, just go full cowboy. That'll make me happy, that'll make it all an enjoyable experience for everyone. This has been a public service announcement to the teams of the world to play with the dual Berettas more. Also the Zeus is a, is always a lovely one. Nordavind did get themselves another buy up, having won out that Deagle round by themselves previously. However, Nato Safix relegated to just a Mac 10. The rest of the team do have AK-47s. And it looks like Nordavind going to be hitting this B site yet again as they stack all 5 players over towards that location. A smoke from Mighty Max does just hold them back for a little bit longer, but a minute left on the clock. They've got time to work from that smoke, going to be dissipating well in time for them to push on towards this B side. I think that's a missed Molotov on towards the roof there from the Nordavind players. I'm not sure if it actually got towards the new boxes, as now the Nordavind side is trying to push forward. Thomas just sat in a smoke. I think he's Mighty Max on his head. Yes, he is. And he's able to find the first shot on towards Harry. We'll just back away. He takes a bit of damage in return. Grenade as well. That could do huge amounts of damage. It does. Natto down to 30. Chroma down to 65. It's going to be another kill coming through from Mighty Max, but HS does reply with one and another, and Chroma's going to help him out as well to bring it back into Nordavind's advantage. A 3-on-2, Robin and Surreal. Surreal's still on his own. Robin's only just rotating over from the library. And Surreal does get spotted. Does just need to be careful. I think they may just back away here at the smoke to cover their escape. A retake on that B site. It's not easy in the best of times, especially with a disadvantage, despite Croman being low HP. Endpoint weren't to know that it was a nade that did the damage, so Nordavind going to find themselves on a 9th and deny Endpoint the match point just yet. They'll have to stick on 14 and hope they can pick something up in the next round, but Surreal actually picks up an AWP. That's a nice find to get and drops that over to Crucial, so M4 and an AWP carried into this next round. Are they going to buy up around it, or are they just going to save? Looks like they are going to buy up around it, which isn't a bad call. Having Nordavind saving a few plays on that previous round does mean they might be able to buy up again in the next round. So Endpoint going to need to try and find this win cleanly and give themselves another chance in the next round as well. Otherwise, it could be in a bit of a world of pain in terms of the economy. And I think one of those Nordavind players accidentally missed through a smoke as well there. I think it landed on the house roof. So hopefully that won't come back to bite them, but Robin needs to be careful, does pick off the opening, and able to control the spray for a second as well. The bomb dropped out on the balcony. Nordavind have to push to get that one, and a smoke from Natto Safik to try and allow that, but the spray just holding back for just a little bit longer. The Deagle from Mighty Max over towards Long. Is it good enough for one? Tensky does trade it out, but Surreal through the smoke just takes a chance and takes the kill, as it's now just Tensky 1 versus 3. This round falls so far for Nordavind. Robin with 2 from that balcony. Tensky's able to take down 1, but Crucial's AWP will not miss, and he will be Endpoint now on 15. As that initial fight from Robin was looking a bit sketchy, to say the least, but he does manage to control it all and find a couple kills there as they peek him onto the balcony. Nordavind just going to have to rely on an AK-47, a Galil, a few Tech 9s here to try and find a 10th, but the way this game's been going, I'd shoot in on them to win this round, as it's been a game of 4 spies for this latter half. Endpoint taking a lot of control towards Banana. A little bit of team damage there actually onto Mighty Max, but hopefully you won't mind too much. Was for the greater good. No kill to come of it though. Nordavind going to try pushing and taking control of Banana. They do force Mighty Max back with the nade, puts him down to half, so they do have that going for the Nordavind side now. A bit more control of the map and an avenue in towards that B site now, as HS goes a little bit aggressive, looking to see if anybody's sticking around towards the sandbags. Won't spot anyone, and it is just Mighty Max and Thomas now in defense of that B site. Thomas with the AK, Mighty Max on just an MP9, but Nordavind with 40 seconds left, they have the majority of their players towards the A site, ready to attack, ready to pounce. We'll see if Nordavind are going to be able to take control, as Mighty Max might be able to catch HS. Actually spots him out, just going to be trying to chase as the push comes through. A couple of plays on the site for Endpoint as they get the Nordavind players pushing forward. Surreal and Robin both able to find one apiece. A couple trades coming back though, as now Nato and Tensky going to shut things down, and HS catching the rotate leaves it just up towards Mighty Max, and 1 versus 3. He's able to find HS, looking for more though. Tensky quick on the repeak and quick on the reply to find Nordavind double digits, 15 to 10. Team Endpoint, they're going to force buy into this one. A couple Deagles, a CZ, and MP9. It's not going to be a fun round. It's going to be a very difficult round, but Nordavind, 4 AKs and a Galil, they should be able to find 11th here. They should be able to bring things closer, and then after that, Endpoint's economy is going to be absolutely shattered. They're just going to have... Well, they're going to have to take the eco for sure, Ski. So Nordavind could find 12 here pretty quickly. Nordavind just putting a bit of pressure early on this B site. The smoke towards CT covers off Thomas. Well, Mighty Max on the site is going to just drop a smoke of his own. There in the steps over towards apartments. Here's him pulling back. We'll be calling that out to his teammates over on the B site, but they already know the hit's coming in. Oh, Mighty Max, a quick double on the Deagle. HS eventually replies, but it is going to be Endpoint with that advantage, getting that bomb down towards the back of the site. Thomas peeking forward, gets a bit of damage on towards HS, but that CZ not able to do much through the coffins. The nade could absolutely wreck these two players, and it will. Robin and Thomas take a whole buttload of damage from that nade, and now Nato, Zafix can mop them both up with the juicy spray, just up to Crucial, who's trying to push through the smoke, but will get shut down. Nato cleans him up, and Nordavind do find the 11th there. Looked a bit dodgy at the start, but with Mighty Max finding those 2 kills, did give Endpoint the advantage, and Nordavind were able to close it out in the end with their superior weaponry, kept Endpoint out of the sight and kept a few players alive. So it is just pistols, the USPs for the Endpoint side, a full eco coming through. I mean, Endpoint, the best he can probably achieve here is a kill or 2. I mean, even if that, it should just be Nordavind able to just absolutely decimate these players. It shouldn't even be a contest. And there's the first kill. Tensky opening up that one. The eco frag Hawk. He's just going to find a nice little triple for himself. And there's the round. Just Mighty Max and Crucial left as they actually rotate over towards the A site, but the hit coming in towards B. The bomb will be getting planted, and I don't know if Endpoint even going to try and retake this one. I mean, they may just not want to give the money to Nordavind at this point for $600 for the kills. I mean, what do they do? Endpoint maybe just going to try and pick off a kill or 2 with these USPs, but Harry pushing forward, quickly dispatches off the first and the second, and that's all she wrote. Nothing comes through for Endpoint in that one. So Nordavind now getting within 3 rounds of Endpoint, but just 1 round needed for the Endpoint side. If Nordavind make even a single mistake, that could be the end of their chances here in this game. It's not even a nice buy here for Endpoint. Maybe it would have been worth just taking another eco, maybe a partial, having a few pistols up and getting just a much stronger buy in the next round, as you have only a couple M4s, a FAMAS and a 2 MP9s. We'll have to see, and especially as Robin takes a lot of early damage from the nades. Down to 44 points of health, it's going to make things a little bit more difficult for him. And it's a nice ass cheek once again. This time I think it was Mighty Max's, or maybe it was Robin's actually, I think. And now Nordavind taking a bit of control towards the top of Banana. Oh, well, Tensky. Obviously that AK one shot to the headshot compared to the M4. He gets dinked down through the smoke, just fires back instantly and gets the headshot. So the real Losing out on that fight despite getting the headshot first, and now Crucial on the site can't find anything himself. It's going to be Endpoint just saving, but it's still only just a couple MP9s and a FAMAS that they're going to be saving. It's Nordavind to find 13 and Nordavind to keep on forcing Endpoint into these difficult situations. Are Endpoint going to full buy in the next round as well, or are they just going to eco, take a half buy around these saved weapons? Allow Nordavind to 14 and then full buy in that final round. That's only if Endpoint can actually keep these weapons alive as well. As they're being pushed by a lot of these Nordavind players, they're ready to throw weapons away. Mightymax is able to find a couple on the FAMAS, leaving just Robin alone now. He's able to pick off another kill as well. An AK that might be saved here. Drops a Molotov over towards Ruins. Natto just going to run through it. Robin's going to get caught by it as well. Natto actually just survives in 1 HP. Tensky with 9 points of health. So a lot of damage done by Endpoint there on the save, finding a few kills, but it's not going to be enough. And Endpoint are just going to go for the half by allow Nordavind to that 14th. And then just fight for the 16-14. And they could do a huge amount of damage. It does soften a lot of those Nordavind players up. Crewman, HS and Harry all take pretty substantial damage from it. Endpoint probably just going to try and find a few kills here. But I think Nordavind, unless they lose every single player here, even then it might still be okay for a full buy in the next round. But Crucial open things up, trying to go for the weapon. Will be the end of his life. Crewman able to trade out Tensky's death, and now Nordavind going to be sailing the way over towards that B site instead, as they have a couple players ready to push forwards. And Thomas, all of his teammates are leaving him. Robin and Mightymax have rotated off, and now they're starting to rush back as the nades come on onto this B site. Thomas, can he find anything? It's Robin's nade who finds one. Thomas with a couple kills on the season. Surely not like this. It's Natto Safix, the last player left. He's only got 4 points of health, and he's on a 1 versus 2. Surely not like this, Nordavind. The bomb is dropped as well. Can Natto try and clutch this one out for his team, or is this pistol buy from the Endpoint side going to be able to find them the 16th hit? Natto pushing forward, will collect the bomb. He needs to be careful. So collects the first kill on towards Mightymax, looking for more onto Surreal. He goes, peeks wide, gets the kill as well. A huge clutch for Natto with 4 points of health. The dreams of Endpoint crushed there. They look like they'd already won it. But they're not able to take the peak together, and Natto punishes for them. 1 versus 1's coming through, and he wins both of them. Putting Nordavind on 14, but the full buy going to be coming through for Endpoint. They have the AWP for Crucial, 4 M4s alongside. It's a lot better than the MP9 buy they had previously, and it's a damn sight better than the Deagles they had in the last round. That they almost won it out with Thomas with 2 on the CZ75 as well. Looked like they'd done enough, but it just falls apart. Natto going to be getting a pat on his back for that one. And maybe a little bit more as well. Maybe a little bit of a back massage. You never know. Nordavind going for that full buy yet again. 5 AK-47s here. They've not been wanting to run that AWP on this T side. Natto quite happy just to roll with the AK-47. It is quite difficult side to get the AWP rolling on. It's more viable in the post-plant situations, and quite often you can pick up an AWP from one of the dead CTs in that situation. Nice bit of nade damage from an Endpoint there, catching both HS and Harry. As Nordavind look like they wanted to hit this B site yet again. They've had up and down results. as they try and push in towards the B site. But that Molotov is going to do quite a bit of damage to Chrome, and he's actually going to fall to Thomas's M4, who finds another kill as well. And now Mighty Max through the smoke, clearing out Pool. Nobody's there, but HS around the edge of the smoke. Mighty Max finds that kill, looking for Natto as well. It's now just 2 versus 4. 2 versus 3, actually, as Natto and Tensky find a couple, and the camera does not want to switch, but Thomas brings out and finds the final 2 kills, and it will be Endpoint who do close it out, but only just 16 to 14.